Hey! Alright, so I got a bit of a different setup today. I don't think the video is as good as the last one, but you know, I had to choose between hearing me or seeing me well, so I picked hearing me much better. You can use your imagination and make me look however you want, but as long as you hear what I'm saying. Okay? Alright, so this is going to be a daily intuitive reading, and I figured I want to do an intuitive read on how your counterpart feels, how they're currently feeling. And I also want to do one on what resistance is in the relationship. So if there's resistance from either side, I might even do both sides. I'm not sure. We'll figure it out as we go. 444. Huh. It's cool. It's 444 in the morning. Alright, messages may or may not resonate with you. If they do, that's super. If they don't try to make them. Alright. So first we're going to do, how do you feel? So we have the Devil card. Devil card isn't like as scary as a lot of people like to think. Devil can mean a lot of things. It can mean bound, so they might mean bound to you. They might feel, that they're connected to you. And it's true. I mean, it's kind of an unbreakable bond, so that makes sense. Let's see. Okay, Wheel of Fortune, fate, destiny, those sorts of things. So far, I mean, we're off to a pretty good start here for what they feel. They feel that they are bound to you by fate and destiny. So that's beautiful. Well, I hope they're happy about it. It's not beautiful if they're not happy about it, but hopefully they're happy about that. It depends on how difficult I've been lately. Alright, what else? What else? Oh. Ease. So cute. I can't stand it. It's so cute. This also fell out. Okay, so this is either okay. I don't know if it's a person. If it is, obviously it's a water sign. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. I don't know if that's what they are. I don't know. Maybe this is just how they carry themselves. Maybe this is how they see you. But someone who's very in touch with their feelings, and they learn how to kind of ride through them, which is great. We want people who are feeling their emotions and going through them, feeling them, and then going forward, which is awesome. This is so great. The Sun card is just happiness. Just sheer happiness, like walking on sunshine. That song, that's this. Okay, so far, they are bound to you by fate and destiny, and you light up their whole world, everything. You light everything up for them. I mean, I think that is just incredible. Isn't that great? Okay. So, this one. Let's see. And then King of Cups. I'm still not sure about the King of Cups. Maybe I'm going to pull that one out anyway. Just so I can get where it's going. I'm not sure if it's a person. I'm not sure. I just want to get some clarity on it. Okay. Alright, it was Six of Swords. Swords are thoughts, ideas, beliefs. So this leads me to think that this is more emotional than an actual person. Although if you are dealing with a water sign, it could just be confirming that it's a water sign. Oh, I just wanted to get a little bit more so I knew who it was talking about. Okay. I'm so upset I got one of those crystal infused water bottles where it's like a crystal in it. And the damn thing leaks. So, it's a beautiful crystal inside, so I think I'm just going to rip the crystal out and just not even use the water bottle. I'll just use the crystal. I could always use another crystal. I use rose quartz, so that's like one of my favorites. I usually use this. This one is what I'm usually holding when I'm reading. Okay, so they want to reach out to you. They want to talk to you if you're not in, on speaking terms. They would like to reach out to you. I don't know what happened in the past, but I don't know if they're shy, if they're afraid to, or if they're just afraid of what you might say to them. I don't know if you guys left off on the best circumstances. I mean, this would, I don't know, he's just kind of beaten down, but the Knight of Cups definitely wants to bring messages. They want to bring love. They want to, they want to say something, which they should. They should say something. Because what are you going to do? I mean, obviously by now I'm sure you know who this person is. If you don't, I don't know what to tell you. So I'm not sure what they did. Maybe it's just that, like personal experiences. Maybe they have dealt with rejection. Maybe they have issues with making a first move. Maybe there's, maybe they feel you should do it. There could be a lot of things going on here. But either way you look at it, they're not being able to communicate what they want to. And it's, I think, taken a toll on them that they can't. I think they're getting to their limit where it's like, I just want to talk to them, I just want to see them, I just want to hold them, and they can't. So it's tough. Understandably, right? Alright. Let's see. Where am I at? What else? Oh my god. Really? You're the holy grail to them. Oh. That's so cute. It's two-way street, so, you know, anything, you know, if you're a cross watcher and you're watching for someone else, then, you know, vice versa. Anything you're applying here can be also applied to you, so, because they mirror us. So. Ace of Cups is beautiful. When it comes to relationships, feelings, I just had that high-pitched sound in my ear. Okay. When it comes to relationships and feelings, the Ace of Cups is the holy grail. It's so much love it can't even be contained in the cup. Like there's just, it's overflowing. I mean, they love you so much. So much. It's ridiculous. And they want to give all that. See they're handing, it's handing, you can see, they're handing the cup. That's what they want to do. They want to give you all that love. That's all they want to do more in the world is to give you all that love. And they probably spend most of their day and some of their night doing it. I mean, some of us have to sleep. You know. Wow. Absolutely incredible. I'm going to do one or two more and then we'll do a recap. It's beautiful. Okay. Water sign, I have to point out, doesn't seem to fit the rest of the reading, but maybe it'll fit for somebody. The water sign who's planning on leaving, good luck. You know, I mean, I don't know if I'm supposed to tell you to stop or I'm not going to. Because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you leave. There's nothing you can do. Okay? So that feeling you get when you're leaving and you've gone, get used to it because you're going to feel it the rest of your goddamn life probably. And it's just going to get worse. There's no not thinking about them. There's not. And if you're cool with that, if you're cool, you know, having them always in the back of your head, in the back of your mind, in everything you're doing, over your shoulder, wherever you're at, move on. Go ahead. Okay? But, you know, I'm not sure I was supposed to point that out. I don't know if they wanted me to be like, don't leave. But, you know, go ahead. Go ahead. I've tried it. Go ahead. I dare you. Alright. Yep. That's the beauty of that relationship is there's, you know, there's just nobody else that would ever be that person. Ever. Movement or lack thereof. Lots of stuff going on, taking action. We'll see. I'm going to get another card for it. So either the masculine is wanting movement, or they're waiting for movement, or it's vice versa. So the other person is waiting or wanting movement. I mean, it seems to, it was right underneath this one. Divine masculine, movement. If someone is, you are the only person who is in control of your destiny ultimately. We pick and choose the experiences we have here, and we're supposed to learn from them. If you are wanting to leave, if you are wanting to, you're done waiting, you're done with it, that's up to you, have fun, explaining why you dropped the ball when you get home. Sorry about that. That whole divine mission and everything. But some people just, they can't handle it. And that's okay, because as long as you keep raising your vibration, it might not be that person, but, probably be close, hopefully. And if you're okay with that, okay. But, with the reading we've had, you'd be a fool to leave. And the reason I know that is because you love this person so much with every ounce of everything you have. Like, so much. Like, you almost can't breathe without them. But here's the reason why you shouldn't leave. They feel the exact same way. Because everything that's here is a mirror to what they are feeling. Okay? Somebody feels upset. Are they not? Are you doubting the connection? Are you doubting how they feel? It's, I know in like separation it's easy, and I've had this happen, it's like, you'll try to do little tests, well, if they love me, or if they're really them, they'll do such and such, and usually they don't. But I think the point with that is what's left is you still think it's them, right? It doesn't, just because they don't do that doesn't mean it's not them, doesn't mean they don't care. Sometimes I think that, things aren't said to test us, Yeah, you'd be a fool, an absolute fool, to leave this kind of a relationship. Absolutely a fool. The love they have for you is just, you are everything to them. But it's hard. It is hard. It is. That's why, this isn't for everybody. Things that are, easy aren't good, and things that are good ain't easy. You signed up for it. It is what it is that way. It's hard. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be emotional. It's going to be difficult. It's going to be heart-wrenching. It's going to be, and that's just separation. You know, for a lot of people, even when they finally get to that union where they're like face to face and they're there, then you get separated again. Yay! Right? Yeah, it's gonna suck. What do you want though? You know, you need to be super honest with yourself. What do you want? You know? It's gonna take work. It's gonna take communication. It's gonna take trust and faith. It's gonna take a whole lot of things. Okay? A whole lot of them. You know, I think a lot of people think, you know, that once they get to this reunion, you know, that they're just gonna be like this all the time. And it's not true, because sometimes then you have to leave again. You know? You know, and these are, it's tough because you have to learn to be complete and live without them, but that's the last thing you want to do, right? But you need to. Okay, so that's usually why there's that separation again, so you can learn you don't need them, but you consciously are choosing to want them and have them. That's the point. You're not being forced, you're not being, you know, tricked or lied to. Like, this is something you are consciously choosing because you know without it, your life is not what it was supposed to be. That's, you know, which takes being honest with ourselves. You know, if someone doesn't do something that you want them to do, they don't give you the sign you're looking for. I hate, you know, I don't like to be, you know, an asshole, but like, when you start expecting things of other people, you're setting yourself up for disappointment. Sorry to tell you. If you're looking for that many external things to prove that they love you, there's something you should probably be looking into. Why? I think at a certain point in your journey in your relationship, you should get to a point where you can feel each other and know. You know, and it's hard because you have doubt and you always have, you know, those little voices popping up to test you. And that's fine, because it's showing you where you need to go. There's a point for all that. But you can't put expectations on people like that. You know, maybe they're not hearing them on purpose, so, you know, you can see how much you want. Okay, ultimately, I think while they might not be too happy about it, or the most cheerful, I think they will keep their eye on the prize here for both sides. I think there is going to be a lot of honesty with how shitty it is, which is fine. You should be able to be honest, and if there's anybody in the world you should be able to go cry into, it's your counterpart, you know, because that's the person who's going to understand the most, because I'm sure they've dealt with it too. You know, try to keep a little bit better of an attitude than this guy. You know, he's kind of like, fine, I'll wait. You know, like he's being handed something pretty amazing, you know, but he's like, whatever, you know. the true twin flame journey is such a gift to experience, even the shitty parts of it. And there are a lot of shitty parts of it, but it's worth it. And I just I keep shuffling. I want to stop doing this reading. I want to move on. Okay, this is the last one I'm doing. Okay, that's why I had to do one more. I couldn't end it like that. 9 of Cups. That is a wish fulfilled. That is, you are a dream come true for them. Putting the cards down because I'm done with that. You are an absolute dream come true for them. And you are what fulfills them. So keep that in mind. Don't have expectations. I've done that so many times. Oh, they'll do blah, 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 or say this, or, And then it doesn't happen, and you're like, oh. They'll be here, they'll, just whatever it is. And if you're doing it. If you're doing it. Don't set yourself up to be disappointed. You can't control other people, even your counterparts. You can't. And you should be learning not to. Like, manipulation, all those things need to be worked on and dealt with. And it's crazy. Once you start, really diving into that aspect of, manipulation and stuff, people think, oh, I don't manipulate people. The fuck you don't. Okay? I always thought I was, I never manipulated people. Yeah, I did. A lot. And you don't even realize you're doing it. So that's, you can't be too, hard on yourself. People, I think that's what stops them from doing a lot of shadow work is they're afraid what they're going to find because then they're going to be, ashamed of themselves. No, a lot of this stuff you didn't even know you were doing. So how can you, hold yourself accountable for something that you're not even consciously doing? There's a reason why you're doing it. Yesterday I was doing stuff and, I kept hearing hurt people, and it's true. I'm not sure why I'm bringing this up. It doesn't really have anything to do with anything. But, I remember thinking, because I'll ruminate about things, how many more people could you have loved in your life so far if you knew up front when they were mean to you the reasons why they're like that? People are mean and you think, God, what an asshole, I don't like that guy. But what if, he was abandoned, he has abandonment issues, he has trust issues, he has people who have only ever been that way to him. Instead of being like, oh, he's an asshole, I don't like him, you'd be like, oh, he's an asshole, but poor guy, he was made that way. Still an asshole, but what are you gonna do, right? Man, I brought that up. So when people act a certain way, there's a deeper meaning there. Okay, so absolutely beautiful reading. I'm gonna try to take a big picture of this to put on my Instagram, Divine Destiny Tarot 1111. Absolutely beautiful. So to recap, we have the Devil card. They feel bound to you through fate. You light up their life. Somebody is getting tired of it. You know, they've thought about, you know, I guess going to the, what would it be, the next best thing? Alright. That's up to you. They want communication, they want to reach out, they want to, you know, show you how much they love you. But, you know, there could be issues on either side there, and there probably are. If you're feeling one way, it's almost guaranteed that the other person is feeling the exact same thing. So, if it means that much that, you know, right now you have to offer that cup or whatever it is you're trying to offer, then go for it. You know, I don't, they would never reject you. You know, never reject you. Things aren't going to be always easy. They're not always going to be exactly how you want them, if you haven't noticed that already. But as long as you know, keep yourself focused on the prize, you know, everything you want, everything will come true. Nine of Cups is, I mean, this is the card that, like, people, it's everything you've ever wanted, all smashed into a card, waiting to be given to you. Beautiful card. All right. So I'm going to do one. If I can pick them up off. There we go. One angel card. I'm going to use the Archangel Power Tarot cards by Doreen Virtue. All right. Oh,
I just do my baby.
oh, okay. Hold on.
No.